As we discussed in the previous section, having detailed and effective policies are a crucial part of the overall security posture of an organization and help to aid in digital forensic activities. You might be thinking, if this is a digital forensics course, then why are we talking about incident handling? Well, the answer to that question might make more sense once we go through the incident handling steps. But to give you the short version, incident handling complements digital forensics in several ways, and vice versa. It can be something that is part of the overall digital forensics process. When it comes to incident response procedures, there is a 6-step process that is generally accepted among the information security and forensics community. This can vary step by step based on your particular environment, but the general concepts stay the same. The first step, all about preparation, ensures that you have all of the policies, procedures, and other documents in place. This is where you lay out the plan or plans if you suspect varying scenarios. The identification phase is where you identify if you actually have a problem within your environment. Knowing your assets and their baseline behavior is essential to figuring out if you need to initiate further investigation. Within the containment phase, you are trying to limit the damage caused by the incident and prevent it from affecting more systems. During the eradication phase, you are getting rid of the problems and performing other mitigation methods to close any holes that may have been opened. The recovery phase is all about getting your system or environment back online and in production, and monitoring for further issues. Finally, the lessons learned phase. During this phase that is sometimes overlooked, you recap what happened and try to improve your processes or your policies to try to make sure your environment is more secure and to reduce the risks to your organization. This step-by-step process is globally accepted with some variation. Someone working on digital forensics in one environment should be able to at least understand another's policy regarding this. Following a process like this when developing your policies can help you reduce non-production time, prioritize tasks, and know who to contact and when. Including several different entities within your incident response plan can help expedite your handling of the event that occurs, which is why everyone should have an idea of the plan. So are you still asking yourself, why are we talking about this? Well, think about those 6 steps that I mentioned. Now think about this definition of digital forensics. Doesn't it seem like a lot of these activities within digital forensics flow through the processes of incident handling? Throughout the incident handling process, would you have to deal with digital evidence at all? If information was stolen from the servers at our company Globomantics, how would we determine the thief if we did not go through both processes? This is why they tie into each other so much. If we simply closed the hole and put everything back into production without an investigation, what would prevent them from simply reopening that hole? More likely than not, your organization has a policy written about what to do in the event of an IT incident. If there isn't one, why not? As we've discussed before, when creating these policies and procedures, you must consider many things and include many different entities within the process. Keeping the incident handling procedures in mind when creating your policies on forensic investigations can help ensure that the overall processes flow smoothly and one doesn't step on the other's toes. Let's move on from this conversation to the evidence handling portion of this and see how that ties into digital forensics.